in alphabetical order, so there won't be any confusion about this. For Don Blackwell, Sandra Sharmison, Carol Good, Eric Hall, Bernard Horn, Darlene Jackson, Viola Jenkins, Alec Klimko, Harold McCarthy, Keith Noble, Bill Carey, Todd Festby, Nancy Young, and Val Young. In addition, there were dozens and dozens of volunteers who have assisted in organizing the various activities. Somehow, the school centennial in 1959 slipped by unmarked by any special activities. There are several possible reasons why the centennial was never celebrated. The town celebrated its centennial in 1957, only 2 years before our centennial year. And it may have been thought redundant to have another centennial so soon after.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to take you back to the scene at Bradford High School in 1872. Mr. Sagar, the district inspector, is about to arrive to award a 25-cent pay increase to the teacher who for the last 5 years has most diligently followed the rules for teachers set out by the Board of Education. It is going to be difficult for Mr. Sagar to determine which teacher is to receive the 25-cent pay increase, for almost all of the teachers have been carefully following the rules. So fill lamps and clean the chimneys thereof. Miss McGinnis and Miss Bolte, for the last 5 years, each day have diligently, loyally, and efficiently filled their lamps and cleaned the chimneys thereof. Rule number 2 clearly states that each teacher will bring a pail of water and a scuttle of coal for the day's session and clean the classroom. Mr. Lindsay and Mr. Klimko have loyally, faithfully, diligently, and efficiently each day the water and the coal in the classroom. I hate wars.
You better get a move on, old Mac will be around.
Rule number 4 clearly states that teachers will check the outhouses daily. A note is added that plenty of old catalogs are available at the school board office. And to make sure the catalogs are available as provided at the school board office. Rule number 5 definitely states that teachers will wash the windows of the classroom every day with soap and water. Miss Malloy and Miss Valerie Young have for the last 5 years each day faithfully, loyally, diligently, and efficiently washed the windows and cleaned the classroom with soap and with water. Rule number 6 definitely states, rule number 6, that men-age teachers may take 1 evening per week for courting purposes, or 2 evenings a week if they go to church regularly. Mr. McCarthy has here a certificate stating that he has loyally and diligently every Sunday attended church for the last 5 years and has therefore had the privilege of working late at night, each night with one of the outstanding teachers, Mrs. Culbert. Rule number 7. Rule number 7 clearly states that following 10 hours in school, the teacher may pass the remaining time reading the Bible or similar good books. Miss Glover, Mr. Hall have diligently taught at least 10 hours a day for each school day in the last 5 years and have spent their relaxing time reading the Bible or other similar good books. Instructors should lay aside from each pay a goodly sum of their earnings for their benefit during declining years so they will not become a burden on society. Mr. Kunko, each week, upon receiving his pay, has laid aside a goodly sum thereof of his earnings so that he will not become a burden upon society. We present to you a most outstanding group of teachers. Mr. Brown will take his place in the line of teachers. Attention, teachers. The district inspector has arrived. Teachers, attention!
I do not authorize increases unless teachers are paragons of probity. And even if they are, I'll find a good reason not to give them their quarter increase. Mr. McCarthy, present your teachers to me.
Mr. District Inspector, I would like to present to you a very fine teacher in our staff, Miss Beloy. Miss Beloy.
You have filled your laps daily?
Yes, I have, sir.
Have you been to Scandal Creek?
Occasionally, sir.
It is known as Scandal Creek. Have you worn a bathing costume there?
I only wear appropriate attire, sir.
The rule is clear, Miss Malloy. Women teachers must not wear a bathing costume in public.
Next, sir, may I present to you a very exemplary teacher, a teacher known as Miss Charmason.
You have brought a full scuttle of coal to keep your classroom warm during winter months. I understand that not only have you acquired a velocipede, but also that you have been senior of the Scotch settlement in cycling.
Sir?
The rule is clear, Miss Johnson. Women teachers must not wear bloomers when cycling. You're fired!
I'll have to sell my bicycle.
Next, sir, I would like to present to you a most outstanding teacher, Miss Valerie Young.
Wash the windows of your classroom with soap and water. Young woman, there is a garter on your leg, and your ankles have a slit. There is a slit in this garment to expose your ankles. Women teachers, the rule states clearly, must not wear their skirts with a slit to expose their ankles, nor wear a garter for that matter. Young woman, you're fired.
But attendance has been much better lately, sir.
That may be so, but we're interested in education here.
What shall we do? Mr. Inspector, I would like to present you a most admired teacher, Miss Valerie Volpe.
You have checked outhouses daily?
Oh, distasteful as it is, sir. Yes, yes.
Turn around, Miss Goldby.
Oh, this is the lady's
I
office.
suspected this. Stay still, please, young woman.
I'm so nervous, sir.
Just as I suspected, your bustle is longer than 10 inches.
Oh, really?
Women teachers, the rule states, must not wear a bustle extension more than 10 inches. You are fired.
Oh, but sir, it was my best office.
McCarthy, you have presented 4 women who, for one reason or another, have committed public indiscretion.
But sir, they are only women.
Aha! Then show me men who can do the job.
Yes, sir. May I present you, sir, a very fine teacher, Mr. Klimko.
Mr. Kimball. Detachable collar. Just as I suspected. Cufflinks unfastened. Your appearance is so untidy, sir. The rule is quite clear. No men teachers should disport themselves in such a fashion in public. You are fired. There is your ruler. Use it wisely. McCarthy, you have presented 4 women who, for one reason or another, have committed public indiscretion.
But sir, they are only women.
Aha! Then show me men who can do the job.
Yes, sir. May I present you, sir, a very fine teacher, Mr. Klimko.
Mr. Kimball. Detachable collar. Just as I suspected. Cufflinks unfastened. Your appearance is so untidy, sir. The rule is quite clear. No men teachers should disport themselves in such a fashion in public. You are fired. There is your ruler. Use it wisely.
Sir, may I present you Mr. David McKay.
David McKay.
Sir, I'm ready for the court.
I don't want to give it to you right now. Will I ask you a few questions? I see. Are you suffering from premature calvicity, Mr. McKay?
Again, sir?
I was under the impression that you were not an elementary teacher.
No, sir.
Now that means baldness. Oh, premature baldness, sir. Are you suffering from a disease of the scalp?
No, sir.
Then there is no explanation for your short hair, is there?
Food for the animals, sir.
May well be, but the rule is clear. Hair closely cropped is punishable by immediate dismissal. You're fired.
I don't care, sir. There's a job in Barron for me. Mr. Inspector, may I teacher of our school, Mr. Eric Hall.
Did someone call my name? Come, Mr. Hall. This way, Mr. Hall. You have been with us a long time, Mr. Hall. Yes? How could these imperfections have escaped us in the past? You've been here long enough, Mr. Hall, to know that any teacher who appears in a barber shop for the purpose of being shaved gives us good reason to suspect his probity and his honesty and his good intentions, and is punishable by immediate dismissal. Mr. Hall, you're fired.
Mr. Inspector, sir, there's only one man teacher besides myself. I get the order. Left, and that, sir, is Mr. Lindsay.
Mr. Lindsay. Where is Mr. Lindsay?
Mr. Lindsay should be here presently, sir. He is
There is a certain gentleman appearing on the scene here. Mr. Lindsay. Any teacher who smokes or drinks liquor in any form is to be dismissed immediately. Need I say more, Mr. Lindsay? Need I say more?
Best I hear.
Mr. McCarthy, is there anyone able to perform the duties of teacher faithfully? It should be 8, and none of them has been satisfactory. Aren't there teachers here, like Mrs. Jenkins, or Mr. Horn, or Mr. Devlin? Don't you have teachers like that in the classroom anymore?
have one teacher who is an admirable teacher, one of exemplary propriety. Oh, Mr. Inspector, sir, may I present to you a wonderful teacher, one for whom no fault can be found, Miss Culbert.
You're extremely persuasive.
She has whittled pens for her students every day, loyally, faithfully, diligently, and efficiently for the last 5 years, and to the taste of the individual students.
You are very persuasive, Mr. McCarthy. I am afraid I may have to give this quarter to this Miss Glover.
Goody, goody, Culbert.
It is true, Miss Glover, that we offer the best salary between Bumphead and Holland Landing. $3 a week. Now, here is 25 cents to make you wealthy beyond your This is a shocking display of clandestine marriage, Miss Glover. Marriage without my permission. Mr. McCarthy, women instructors who are guilty of marriage or other improper conduct or unseemly behavior will be dismissed. You're fired. In fact, you're all fired. This is a very good way to save the school board. Very good.
Down with Sagar! Down with Sagar!
They object, and I object.
Why they stay and improve too much in the last number of years. Now we have an opportunity here from our local school representative, Sandy, to bring us greetings from the school board.
Thank you very much, Mr. Taylor. Certainly, how do you follow an act like that? Officially, though, on behalf of the Simcoe County School Board, I would like to welcome all of you former Bradford High School people that I can't see, as I imagine there's most of you are out there, but it is indeed a privilege and an honor for me to bring you greetings from the Board of Education and welcome you back to this 125th anniversary. I had a very long speech prepared for this, but Fortunately, I left it in my other suit, so I won't be able to... Before the program started, I was wondering why I was sort of number 3 on the program, and then after seeing that skit, I can understand why. It is very appropriate, though, in a lot of ways, to think back, and I'm certainly going to take all these ideas back to the board at our next meeting and see if we can implement some of them. And I'm also very happy to hear that the teachers are satisfied with a quarter raise, and we'll try and bring that along. That's sort of a dumb joke, but the way things are going. But really, I'm not going to say too much more, but just once again, I'm very happy that so many of you have come out tonight, and we hope that you will take a few minutes and tour this fine facility that we have in Bradford here now to educate our children, and think of the great times that you could have had if you were, let's say, 40 years younger and still able to go to this school. But there are many more exciting things to come on the program, and once again, thanks very much for the opportunity to say a few words and carry on with the program.
Thank you, Simon. And now a few words from that kind of the principal schools, greetings from the administration.
Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, in spite of his costume, my hairline, and my looks, I'm not one of the original staff members of Bradford High School, so I can't really reminisce about the good old days.
But it is a pleasure to be here anyway, this evening to welcome you as the present principal of Bradford to the 125th anniversary. Sam, am I one of the exciting things in the program? Sam is always an optimist, at least. We had a reminiscence day here today, and many staff members and students dressed up. And this is the same costume. I haven't changed yet. But we had a lot of fun today. I hope the students did too, in starting off the 125th anniversary. Well, I mentioned that I can't really reminisce about the good old days at Bradford High School. However, I'll just take a couple of minutes to bring you up to date on what is presently happening at Bradford. I've talked to several in the foyer tonight who haven't even been in this school before, and some have not even been in Bradford for about 15 or 20 years. Some idea of our present school, we have an enrollment of over 900 students, a staff of 57 teachers. We offer a composite program of studies which includes academic, which you're all familiar with, commercial and technical programs. And in this new building we now have shops in auto body, auto mechanics, drafting, electricity and electronics, machine shop, welding, woodwork, and 2 general purpose shops with auto servicing and small engines. So that's a far cry from the old days in Bradford High. We also have programs in art, music, drama, family studies, computer studies, plus many others in all the regular academic courses. We also have, and I think this is probably a change from, say, 40 years ago, we have a tremendous cross-section of various ethnic cultures represented in our student body as well as our staff. Now, the thing that pleases me most is the attitude and manner of our students today. They are polite, tolerant, industrious, intelligent, and personable. Much like you were as a student. So very little has really changed in that regard. For the most part, they act in a very responsible, mature manner, and they're able to cope with the many challenges that life offers in this day and age.
so I'm very proud to have been associated with Bradford District High School for the past 3 years. The 125th Anniversary Committee deserves a great deal of credit for the countless number of hours that they've spent getting everything arranged for this weekend. The committee, as you've already heard, consists of not only staff members but many outsiders who have a profound interest in the welfare of BDHS and this community. To the members of the 125th Anniversary Committee, I would like to say thank you very sincerely on behalf of myself and the many hundreds who will enjoy this weekend, I'm sure, as they reminisce and have good fellowship. And finally, thank you for coming to make this reunion a success, and I hope you enjoy yourself. Thank you.
I know, the first 3 years you spent in this hospital. When her dad died. But then I didn't think Kathy was married. Oh, is she? She's been married for 2 years. Oh, I didn't know.
For the last year.
Which one? Oh, Jimmy, you got to run down to the farm and catch it. What's wrong with these two? They got to kiss each other. Now listen here. You give her a problem. I'll give her a neck. She doesn't. Is he taking the voice here? No, I'm not. He's taking voices. Oh, no argument. Good mouth going. Hello. Where is everybody? Ryan's office book. Mr. Horn is here. And he wanted to know where they were. I said, John, I'm going to a doctor looking for the checks. I said, you know, she's coming tonight. She's supposed to come tonight, but she's really late. All right, let's go. She stays in the house. She does it all through the house.
Okay, come on, don't squeeze this.
Yeah, he is on video.
How come everybody quit talking?
Because, don't you know that when it's a...
Yeah.